I've got visions of a king stood there with his bum out like that though. Everyone at some point in their life is guilty of mispronouncing words. I nearly mispronounced that then. This one is Ronnie Barker from the two Ronnies' Mispronunciation sketch. I had to sit there and think for a while before attempting that word, so I didn't mispronounce it. What am I talking about? Let's check this out. Loads, and I mean loads of people who watch me mastermind sketch of the two Ronnies have been telling me that I must do Ronnie Barker's mispronunciation sketch. See, I mispronounced it straight away. Right, let's go. Let's just get into it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm speaking to you tonight, once again, as the chairman for the Loyal Society for the Prevention of Mispronunciation.
I see where we're going. I see where we're going. Okay. Mispronunciation. Speaking to you.
As the chairman for the Loyal Society for the Prevention of Mispronunciation. A society formed to help people who can't say their worms correctly.
Hey!
I myself often use the wrong worms, and that is why I was erected charming of the society. Firstly, let me try and put you in the puncture regarding our mumblers. Now, each and every plum of them have difficulty in conversing with the people they meet in everyday loaf.
What the bloody hell? I mean, he's so quick at this that I don't know what he's saying. And then by the time I've registered what he said something else. I'm trying to register that. I can sort of get the gist. But it sounds like gobbledygook. This must have took a lot of practice.
Each and every plum of them have difficulty in conversing with the people they meet in everyday loaf.
Wow.
They're merkwaits at the fig tree or the orifice, or even in their own holes, min and woof, souther and fun, brother and thistle. Unable to communicate. Now, this can be an enormous bandage up to our tremblers at all times, especially at bismuth time, because bismuth is a season of grease on earth and pig swill to all men.
Grease on earth and pig swill.
When the family all get together to eat, drunk and be messy.
That's actually a fact, though. Eat, drunk and be messy. That is facts. Your day after a Christmas dinner, whenever we had the family over, is it's all.
When the family all get together to eat, drunk and be messy.
That's facts.
Gather around the fireside, cracking knits, smelling Tories and singing old pongs and barrels. Many of our rumblers lose out on these skinful pastimes. A very close fringe of mine, for instance, once went carol slinging with the local church choir.
How far did you sling carol?
What the fuck? Once went carol slinging with the local church choir.
Whoa! I've just realised that. I got so focused on the slinging carol that I didn't hear the word that he said after that, which is a word you can't say these days. I'd tell you what, it was a different time back then, wasn't it?
For instance, once went carol slinging with the local church choir. But instead of slinging Good King Wenceslas stuck out...
I've got visions of a king stood there with his bum out like that though. Tickle me that.
And his feet were steaming. He sang, "Go rest your belly, gentlemen, let nothing rude display." Which, of course, caused havoc among the queer and deeply upended the knicker's wife. This is just one instance of what my tremblers have to stiffer with a lipped upper stuff. What we need now is money to build clubs and calamity centres where people don't have to bother with the right worms. Places where they can greet each other with a cheery, "Good afternoon, nuts, how nice to squeeze you."
Good afternoon. Fuck off, Ronnie.
Can greet each other with a cheery, "Good afternoon, nuts, how nice to squeeze you." A place where they can play a game of ping tennis or table pong. Scribble or newts and crutches. Now, many famous people are patrons of the society. Piddlyticians like Widdley Whitelaw, Sir Geoffrey Hu and Mr. Dennis Holey. Also famous TV nosebleeders like Reggie Boozencourt.
That's like Dennis Healy, isn't it? Dennis... What did he call him?
Mr. Dennis Holy.
This Holy is Dennis Healy. He's a politician, I think, from the 80s.
Also famous TV nosebleeders like Reggie Buzencourt, Angela Ripon and Anna Ford. And of course, Mrs. Hairy Whitemouse. Not to be confused with Mrs. Woodlouse.
Hairy Whitemouse. Oh, God. He's got, you know what? He's going in on these 80s celebrities here, isn't he? Well, politicians and shit.
Mrs. Hairy Whitemouse.
Oh, God.
Not to be confused with Mrs. Woodlouse, the hog dangler. Among the aristocracy, there is Lord Longfelt, there is the Duchess of Bedbug, and Lord Montagu of Goulet. But patronage is not enough. Remember the worms of William Shakespeare's Our Great National Preface. A horse, a house, my kingdom for a hearse. And of course, eventually he got all three. What we need is printed matter. Any sort of printed matter, no matter what sort. Send your magazines, newspapers, Dixon Booktionaries. Do it now. Bungle it up in pustules and post it to one of our mini branches, dotted all over the Bottishire. Minchester, Hermingbum, Loverpill, and as far north as the Firth of Filth. We are also busy setting up outposts in foreign pants, too, all over the globe. In fact, we have just opened a branch in Siam. And now, in confusion, I would like you to join me in singing the Siamese national anthem to the tune of God Save the Queer. Oh, Watana Siam, oh, Watana Siam,
Oh, what an ass I am a twit. Oh, this is so clever. This is so clever. Because them words look like a foreign language, but when you sing it to that national anthem, it's saying a very different thing. Come on then.
Thank you very much.
So you're an ass, you're a twit, and you're a nit. God, that was funny. Do you know what, though, right? When we watched the Mastermind sketch, and he was answering the questions from the answering the questions, like, from the question before, I thought, that takes some, you know, thinking about. That is a whole nother level. How long did it take him to come up with that sketch and to mispronunciate so many words? And there was a lot of rude words in there as well. Not just rude words, but derogatory comments about certain people. Politicians and shit. But, I mean, that was so clever. And then to write it into the national anthem at the end was genius. My God. The two Ronnies, from what I've seen so far, they weren't just comedians. They were a little bit deeper than that. Were very, very, very articulate and very clever. Even the one where they went in the shop and they were asking for like different things from the shop that sounded like something else. Do you know what I mean? What was it called? That? No, I can't remember. Yes, there was some sort of handle and it was something else. I forgot now because it was a while ago since I did that sketch. But this, like I say, the two Ronnies was comedy on a different level. It was very, very clever, and if you don't listen, or you take your eyes off it for a minute, then you'll lose it. Do you know what I mean? It's so good. And there's bits in that I would have missed. I missed him saying the word queer in the first place because I was too fixated on something else. But then when I heard it again, I was like, what? The 80s were a different time. Anyway, what did you guys think of this reaction? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the original video, and I'll see you next time.